So Chula Vista, where you are, pretty large area. How are you? You mentioned rooftops, and can you describe for us like the coverage model that you have for drone as first responder or DFR?
Yes, so our city's about 52 square miles, and we have four launch locations. Here at the police department, just south of us at Bayview Hospital, another hospital, Sharp Hospital east of us, and then the Ayers Hotel. This picture here is actually our police department launch location up on our rooftop. So when our actual DFR pilot is in the DFR room, teleoperating the drone, each rooftop has an actual pilot in command, our PICs, that are making sure the drone's in good health, it's ready to go, and it's basically in standby ready mode for a call for service. It's important. We only fly the calls for service. We don't randomly patrol. We understand that was a huge concern for the community. So this is just an example of one of four locations. It gives us almost 90% coverage of the city, or 95% coverage of the city. This is a picture of our drone room. This is one of our DFR pilots, Officer Kyle Roberts, and he can launch any of the drones with this software. We use a Motorola Cape software to teleoperate the drone. This software also, all the officers, we all have an application on our phones that when a flight is initiated, we get a pop-up on our phone, we can select it, and we can actually see the footage, see the live footage of what's going on. And again, our fire department also has access to our footage. So they can better respond to those emergencies as well and know what to do when they are responding, what type of equipment they would need.
Well, that's amazing. And you have a really unique partnership, shall we call it, with a contractor called Flying Lion. Tell us about that relationship and how it dovetails into what we just saw, those four locations, and then your command center.
Absolutely. So when we came up with the concept with DFR, our program started all through our police foundation. Everything was funded through our police foundation. We only just got funded by the city about 2 years ago. So we had to show the city the benefit of the program, and then obviously the funding came in. So with that funding, we did an RFP, request for proposal, for pilots to staff our rooftop, and Pilots and Commands and Flying Lion Inc. won that proposal, and it's been a great partnership. So Flying Lion provides Part 107 pilots. They actually man our rooftops. They're in charge of making sure the airspace is good. There's no manned aircraft. They can take control of the drone if need be. They actually have the RC, and they just make sure the drone's in good working health. And so for our COA, our certificate of authorization with the FAA actually only recognizes the pilot in command on the rooftop. They know we have the DFR pilot, the officer that is flying the drones and manually and manipulating the gimbal and everything. But for the COA, the FAA only recognizes our PICs on the rooftop. So Flying Line has a very important role in our program and a huge role in the success of our program so far.
And for those that follow the show, last year when we were streaming to Drone Life's channels, we had Tani Smith from Flying Lion on the show, and I'm gonna say I feel like that was in September, but all of those are also on the Dawn's Old Eye YouTube channel, so check that out if you want to see a little bit more, hear a little bit more from Tani and get the perspective of the PIC. She's one of those people that has been up on those rooftops helping folks like Miriam and her team. So really cool. All right, so you've got this drone as first responder cadre, shall we say. You've got the Flying Lions, you've got your expert in the command center, if you will, doing the flying and moving the gimbal around. Can you just give us a real quick review of, as a practical matter, the 911 dispatch call comes in. How does this work from the time that call comes in to the time a drone is dispatched?
So you may be aware, we also utilize Live 911 software, which is software that was created here at Chula Vista PD, working with Higher Ground. So basically, a 911 call comes into our dispatch. It splits off. One, the call goes to dispatch, but it also goes to a software that our officers all have access to. So the officers can actually hear the 911 call as it's coming in, hear what the caller's saying. It also does a GPS location of the caller within 2 feet, which is the same technology used by Uber. And so that's beneficial, obviously, because now we have another set of ears that are helping our dispatchers who are listening, typing in the information, and then it gets transferred to a dispatcher. So we'll get a call. I'll give you an example. We had a call of a woman frantic that her child fell in the pool, and the call came in. The caller's taking in the information. The woman's very upset, can't say exactly where she's at because she's obviously dealing with this, what's going on with her child. Our officers in the field, we had an officer nearby that saw the 911 call, the live 911 call, saw the location. Our drone was at the same time, as soon as that call was coming in, hearing it on live 911, launched the drone. Within seconds, we're already en route. The pilot, the actual officer, was also responding to that call and getting to that child to provide CPR medical care to help save that child. So it's literally happening within seconds.
That's
so
amazing.
The call comes in, yeah.